Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Craft with PSP. For everybody who may be joining us that don't know, my name's Amanda, and I'm here every week giving you something to do throughout these crazy times. So let's get some crafts going. Just give a few minutes to see if we just started, see who wants to join us. But today's craft will be fairy bells. The goal is to try and have it a little bit towards the spring. It's hard when it keeps snowing here in Goose Bay, so if you're not from Goose Bay, I hope you have no snow, because we keep getting some. So I hope everybody went out this week, especially yesterday, and enjoyed Earth Day. Went out, explored, got some lovely outdoor time. Here it was nice, snowed a little bit, there was lots of snow, but it was still nice out. It was gorgeous. Me and the kids went to go and get some sticks and do our craft today. So, hope everybody has their beads and bells. And however, I find it very hard to find bells. I had to go through my whole house and try and find something. Luckily, I found a random bell sitting on my dryer, of all places. But if you don't have a bell and want to add one, the best part about this one is you can add to it, because it's just a matter of whatever string you want and adding just bits and pieces to it. So you can use, if you have any form of string, I've got string that you can make like the friendship bracelets with, but you can also use yarn, or if you make the jellyfish craft and still have yarn, colored yarn from there, you can recycle that and use that. You can use any form of string or yarn, or really anything, even fishing line if that's what you're in the mood for. Anything. And it can be colorful. Fairies, Dolores, they tend to like a lot of colorful items, a lot of different things. And these are just to kind of make things a little bit more decorative. You can find some outdoor type yarn or string stuff if you want to put it outside. Mine doesn't have that, so I'll probably put it outside when it's a little bit nicer. But right now it won't last. But we're going to hang them up, probably in our front window, that we can see out to the road, and probably put them up there. So I'll give it a couple more minutes just to see if anybody else would like to join. Like I said last week, these videos do stay up, so if you don't get a chance to come and watch them, or craft with me during 10 o'clock time, then you can always watch them later. They will stay up for as long as they need to. The other two crafts that I've done so far the videos are still up if you come under this event page. And yeah, so the first thing you want to do is get your stick. It can be a small stick, it can be a long stick, kind of hard to hang a branch, so you may just want to go with a smaller than a branch stick. But if that's what you want and you want to decorate it, then all the power to you. Or you can get a stick that falls apart. So what you first want to do is grab whatever string you want to start with. You can decorate it any way you want. You can do circles you can do it all the way up. You can do half and half. Mix and match. That's how you want to make your fairy bells, is how it'll look. So first off, you want to start off by taking your string and placing a knot at one end or the other, or in the middle. So you want to just make a knot, and if you're having trouble with the knot, don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes knots and tying can be a little bit harder, or you're like my daughter who still hasn't figured it out yet. And that's okay. So make your knot. I'm going to add just a knot. And then from there, you can go around the top, go around the bottom. I'm going to kind of put it under the notch that's under my stick. And just kind of twirl it, spinning it around, kind of making it look fancy as best as I can. Just spin it around. And at this point, actually, if you are up for it, at any point along that time, this is where your beads come in. Well, maybe. There we go. So you take a bead. I'm going to choose a good green one here. And just feed it on. Now you can tie it there if you want. I find if you're tying it tight around, the bead's not going to go very far. So we got our bead. Welcome, Adam. We're just getting our string onto our stick, adding beads if you want. So you can add the bead if you so choose. And at this point, if you've reached it where you're comfortable and that's what you want with it, you can add as many beads, little beads, as you want. Just tie it off. Now, you can cut off the end of the string if you want, or you can leave it there. Because if you leave it there, you can use it to add some more beads at the bottom, or a bell. Just tying it off here, it's just being a little bit of a stickler. So you got this extra piece, you don't need that long, but what you can do with it is you can take this side, if you so choose, put some beads on it. You can take some beads, kind of add to the bottom. So I've got one bead in there, you can tie it off. I don't know if you can see that very well, but one bead, and you can add a bunch of others. And just feed it through, put it where you want. And this is also if you decide you want to put it on this string, you can put the bell if you've got one. If you don't, that's fine. Like I said, kind of add it along as you go. And then you can grab a different color if you want. I'm going to do some purple here. And then you would just feed it along as you go, using all the different types of colors. So I'll show you the one that I made yesterday. So this is my fairy bell. So I've got a bunch of beads off the top. I have a bead to use at the end so that way I can hang it up, and I've got some beads and a bell at the bottom that I found on my dryer. And so that is my fairy bells. That's my version. But like I said, it is all up to you. And if you want, you can hang it the way I plan on hanging it, up like this. Or if you want to choose, you can have things dangling off to the side and have it hanging up from the middle, or hanging off from one edge of the stick. It is your fairy bells. It is your version. I find if you haven't found a stick yet, ones that have little notches on the stick are actually very helpful because you can nudge in some of the string or the floss, whatever you choose. Kind of really, you can also use it to really pull down those knots to be able to make it stay. But yeah, so this is fairy bells. It's a very simple but beautiful. My kids loved looking for the sticks. They thought they were creature adventurers yesterday while we were traipsing through. So if you have any other further questions for that, let me know. I would love to see your fairy bells hanging up, whether outside or inside, hanging from your window. It would be kind of hopefully help bring the spring. We can think that, right? So if you guys have, if not, put a picture up. If you don't get a chance to hang it up, do them. Put a picture up. I'd love to see everybody's designs. So that way we can all see everybody's fairy bells. Hope you have a great rest of your day, guys, and get outside.